Is this the best Mediterranean of Disney World?
Princess Berry here. Today we're feeling reserved at the Swan Reserve.
We're going to Amare.
Yes, it's been too long since we felt the warm embrace of Amare, so it's your number one choice for foodie infotainment. We're returning to try it so you don't have to. Because remember, she's vegan. I'm not. That's Amare.
It's time to foodie and chill. A beautiful ishka bubble bread. Whew. Make a little hole in there. It smells like the best pizza of all of the pizzas. Vegan as is, which we love. Oh, looks so good. And then they gave me a hummus that is vegan. So let's just hummus it. Yum. Cheers. The hummus is a little tahini heavy, but like I can't think of a better place for these options. Like this is better than Spice Road Table. I would give it a 5 out of 5. It is a princess's item. This ishka bubble bread is cracked.
I lose track of the number of times the princess has brought up this bread since we first had it. This ishka bubble bread is literally just like, there are things you get that are foodie, as a foodie, that are like aesthetic that don't taste good. But then there's the ones that are both aesthetic, they're fun, and they taste good. And this is one of those that definitely falls into that category. Get an array of dips to share with friends, and you just go to town. Like fun, beautiful, tasty bread. There's no downsides to that. It was like have it your way, but Mediterranean. Love it. 4.5 out of 5 plus. Dip falafel, beautifully displayed. You have pomegranates, house-made pickles in here. You have these wonderfully looking displayed falafel. You know what? We love a good falafel on this channel. Look at those innards. Look at that inside.
So green.
Yeah. We haven't seen falafel this pretty since the first time we got the Family's Follows falafel at Skipper Canteen. But I would say this is almost prettier. Absolutely fragrant and perfect cook on that falafel. The outside's nice, crisp, warm, soft on the inside like you expect, and the flavor just hangs with you. I like it. That is good. That's falafel that's probably going to haunt you in a good way for a long time. It's a 4.25 out of 5 plus.
This is the chickpea saka. We did have to modify it so that there was no cheese. We put that on the side, but oh my gosh, look how beautiful this is. It looks almost like a pancake of chickpeas. I'm here for it. Hummus fry, stand aside. A new girl is in town and she is so much tastier than you. Oh my gosh, this is a 5 out of 5. This is a princess's item. This is amazing. Amazing. There's no other words to describe this. It's just the best chickpea I've ever had. Like, literally the best.
I like how the princess suspiciously avoided the beets sitting on top of this chickpea pancake of sorts. I am going all in on the beet. So I'm not going to put down the beet. The pancake is wonderful, and I love the earthiness that the beet provides to it. But then the fried nature of it gives me, especially with the pomegranate, gives me vibes of Persian Tahdig, but all in the best way. That is extremely tasty. That is addictive. If you don't like beets or pomegranate, I suggest this is one that you try. Pistachio also amazing. I give this 4.5 out of 5 plus. So, baba ganoush. We're going to come and we're going to try all the Mediterranean things. So we're going to try all the Mediterranean things. This is a beautiful baba ganoush. Again, with more pomegranates, you have the oil. The entire display, immaculate. The way that just doubles down, like this smoky flavor, that's excellent. I know, you're like, well, you got hummus and baba ganoush and then more hummus. You want all the sauces, all the dippings, like dip everything in everything. Hold nothing back. Give that a 4.25 out of 5 plus. So the hummus has changed a great deal since last time we came here. They have 3 specialty hummus. So they have a fried chicken hummus. They have this fowl mamdas. They just going all in on different kinds of hummus, each with its own different protein. So fowl sounded interesting enough for me to give it a try. You have this nice mixture of that with the beans, jalapeno, some tomato in here, all mixed together. I am intrigued. Hummus really knows no bounds. There's very few limitations on what you can add to it, what you can put in it, different combinations. And here, I suggest you try all the things. That is tasty. Much more savory, but less tart than all the other hummus I've had so far. I like the addition of the jalapenos, a little bit of spice to it. Nothing crazy, like a 1.5 out of 10 on the heat scale, but the flavor that it adds, I appreciate. 4.5 out of 5 plus. So they brought over some of their house-made pickled veggies to try. So you have pickled carrots and actual pickles in here. It looks beautiful. A little sesame seed on top and a little bit of the yogurt. I'm going to take a carrot because I love pickled carrots. I feel frequently that without a YouTube channel to keep us busy, the number of side hobbies we would develop as millennials would be astronomical. Pickling things, I feel like would be high on the list for me. I can cook, but I am not like a baking person. I'm not a pickling person. I don't do a lot of desserts, but I can go all in on pickling, like all in. Those are deliciously crisp, and that nice tart sour, love it. I would give that a 4 out of 5 plus. Can't have all of this baba ganoush and the hummus and not have olives. They brought out some of these house olives for us to try. They look wonderful. You got all the different color combinations. I'm gonna dive right in. Is olive drunk a thing? I feel like olive drunk could be a thing. I feel like I could get olive drunk off of these very easily. Goofy, silly. I'm silly enough, but good. 4 out of 5 plus.
My boo thang, a beautiful side of Brussies. And these ones come with pomegranate, which I love. These are fried, beautiful. Loving it. Cheers. These are some very fresh and delicious tasting Brussels sprouts. I love these. The pomegranate makes them brighter. I have no notes, really. I mean, I understand, like, if they had put the hot honey, it'd probably be a little bit better, but as a vegan, I'm cool with this. I would give it a 4 out of 5 Brussels sprouts.
So, the culinary team here was nice enough to put the hot honey on the side so the princess could have it and that I could try it. So, we have these roasted fried Brussels sprouts looking all nice and bushy. And then a nice cup of this hot honey. Is it green? Yes. Am I asking questions about why it's green? Absolutely not. I do not care. Either way, I'm eating it. That sauce. What would be the Mediterranean version of the phrase bee's knees? Whatever that is. Bah, bah, bah. Either way, that sauce is amazing. The heat, very subtle. Slow roll on. Maybe like a 2 out of 10 on the heat scale, but the heat is there. It adds a lot of like layers to the sauce. It's not just like a really thin like honey with the herbs and everything else that's in there. That is delicious. Smothered in these Brussies. I would bathe in these like a mud spa. 4.75 out of 5 plus.
So we have a beautiful eggplant option, which is giving me like flying fish galette, but it's a big eggplant. So wow, and wow, and OMG, look, it's so soft. Look at that stuffing. That's pretty insane as far as like eggplant goes. Let me just take a small piece here. Cheers. That is incredible. It is thick. It is delicious. It is juicy. It is so much more than eggplant. It is a 5 out of 5. It is a Princess Cities item. It is something that, like, if you really want a savory vegan dish that's innovative, get this. So good.
So a smoked eggplant. This thing looks like an eggplant steak. It's sitting on top of this sauce, but it's sesame and za'atar crusted eggplant, which is why it has that color to it. And you get the same sort of sauces you get with the hummus appetizer. So you get the harissa hummus and the jalapeno shada to like mix in. They have little dots over here, garnish on top, and this vegetable salad. So let's just get it. Za'atar and sesame as far as the crust. That has some interesting, to say the least, interesting combinations, sort of like combos of flavor in my mouth, and I love it. It is very savory, very smoky. That is unlike any eggplant that I've ever had, and it's a massive portion, easily shareable between two people, but like that is excellent. And then you have the sauces to modify the taste at your leisure. I can sleep on this. Like, not sleep on this. Don't sleep on this. Come get this. But lay my head down on the table and sleep in this. Yes. 4.75 out of 5 claws. So, of course, I caved to fish because I'm a bear, and what else am I going to do? We have this wonderfully plated grilled swordfish. You have a vegetable slaw on top, this nice hefty chunk of the grilled swordfish sitting on top of a red charmula. Fancy, which is what caught my eye to begin with, and then a little saffron tzatziki cake. Now, knowing the princess, being as Persian as she is, I'm sure she has some thoughts on the tzatziki. This is not your traditional Persian tzatziki, but I'm curious to how it's going to pair with the swordfish. So first, a little swordfish on its own. Nice and flaky, great color to it. I'm liking what I'm seeing. You can always tell a good swordfish by the quality of the sear on top. Sear's not good. It may taste good, but you're not getting the full experience. The nice layers of like the brine and the salt on that skin, the grilled smokiness. I'm loving it. That is a 4.25 out of 5 claws on its own. Now, I want to try some of this tzatziki. Tzatziki. Yeah. Tzatziki. And the swordfish. All in one bite. I thought it was a bone, it was just slaw. This face is not a face of ew or disgust. It's a face of confusion because I have had the privilege of trying a lot of tzatziki from the princess. This is not the tzatziki I was expecting. It's definitely softer, a lot less crunchy. The saffron, I know, like when the princess cooked the saffron at home, it's bloomed first. Like this, the saffron, it's almost too much saffron. Like there's a balance to these sort of things, and it's definitely saffron forward, which does alter the taste of the fish a little bit. Sort of pairs well with it. The charmula, well, I'm a charmula addict, so this could be pink charmula, and I would eat it. I love the fish. I love the sauce. The tzatziki, I don't hate it. It's different. Altogether, I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 claws. This could have been my whole meal, and I would have left happy.
So this is the newest vegan dessert at Amare. This vegan dessert has changed multiple times that we've come here. This is our 4th review here, I think. Maybe 5th. I don't know. Anyway, I'm here for the pistachio in my life. And it looks like a compote almost. But ooh. Oh, there's a hardness at the bottom. Oh, you can see there's like this stuff at the bottom. Cheers. Holy wow. That is definitely the best dessert I've ever had in Amare, and it's like a cinnamon seasonal tapioca pudding. It is amazing. It is delicious. It is better than I expected it to be. It is a 5 out of 5. It is a Princess Cities item. You got a dessert. You got a dessert here. You got to do all the things here. Like, come to Amare. It's like a hidden gem.
As your new bear of desserts, I've come prepared for war. I have both a fork and a spoon to try these desserts. Take a nice heaping spoonful of this. I want plenty of nuts. I want plenty of pudding. And transfer that. And then we're going to take a small bite. A bear bite. Because we bears believe in small bites. Ooh. I feel like Christmas. Like a nice seasonal pudding of the nuts. The nuts sort of temper the sweetness to give like an earthy feel, but it's still very much in the realm of dessert. It's so good. It almost feels healthy. I don't know if I've ever said that about a dessert before, but it feels healthy, but in a good way. Not the like health food, I don't want to eat this sort of way, but like I can eat more of this sort of way. I'm intrigued. 4.25 out of 5 plus. So we have an olive oil cake. We haven't encountered an olive oil cake since it disappeared at Trattoria Alferno on the boardwalk. But this is an olive oil cake topped with citrus caviar. I have absolutely no idea what those two words are doing in a sentence together, let alone on top of a dessert. But you have my curiosity. Can't forget the citrus caviar, some of the topping and the cake. Now the citrus caviar makes sense because it tastes expensive. Jokes aside, you get a nice burst of citrus on the top of the olive oil cake. So you get like that denseness you get from the olive oil cake on its own, but then you get like this burst of citrus at the end. It works. I don't eat a lot of caviar, if ever, but as far as citrus caviar, I like it. I would give that one a 4.25 out of 5 plus. So this decadent looking display here is an goat cheese cheesecake topped with berries and all the fixing. This looks like an art installation, like a dessert version of like a coral reef almost, with the vibes I'm getting. Now there is a little bit of the cream cheese, but there's also goat cheese. So I'm gonna take this smallest of bear bites, and yes, I have taken my extra strength magic pill. You thought I was going to eat the whole thing. I did too. Ooh. I kind of like that. I wish I could have another bite. The sort of like funk that goat cheese has married into like the sweetness of a cheesecake. Like, it got me feeling like I'm doing like the Jeff Goldblum thing with my fingers here. Like, that's how like intriguing it is. Like, I want to take it on a fancy date. I want to dress up in a nice suit, play some smooth jazz. Maybe I get Goldblum to come play a tune or two. Excellent. 4.75 out of 5 claws. I would expend an entire case of magic pills in order to eat more of that. Delicious.
Is it your favorite dessert?
Easily my favorite of the 3 desserts. Amare is a gift.
We have 3 bags of leftovers.
Yeah, we couldn't possibly eat all that food. Now we say that people say hidden gem, and it sometimes at this point in doing food, it's ridiculous.
It's like an overused phrase, I feel.
100%. Amare is a hidden gem, not because people are hiding it, because you people aren't coming.
Why aren't you coming?
It doesn't make any sense to me. The food here, even if you don't want something big, splitting an entree is super easy. There are massive portions, or you just do tapas style and just go ham on appetizers, which we've done before here at this place. Is immaculate both in service, execution, food. You got a beautiful open kitchen where you get to watch the culinary team work their magic on food. You people are eating places like Casey's Corner, and places like Amare exist.
It's true.
And yes, that is a little bit of judgment for me, and I'm not sorry.
But that is like a huge dichotomy. It's like signature dining, quick service. But like if you want a good like date night dinner, Amare is amazing.
Nice romantic atmosphere, great service. Your date will thank you, or you'll thank each other. Split the date. I don't care. But I want to know what you guys think. I need to know why. I need you to explain yourselves and why you don't come to Amare in the comments below. Now, as always, if there's anything else you see us do, that will always be the place to find us. Hit that notification bell to see other videos like this, and
we have new videos 5 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday.
We'll see you soon.
Be sure to subscribe and like this video. And if you don't comment, Bear will yeet himself out of the small fin and never come back.
I'm back, but she's gone. But you heard the girl. There are very few limitations on like what